Whatty Nerdigans, this is the one and only Packer Girl 89 of Nerdigans Inc. and today's Manga Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Jibaku-Shounen Hanako-kun, aka Toilet Bound Hanako-kun chapter 127. But before I get into this recap and live reaction, we are at war with YouTube's algorithm, and it is slowly but surely killing my channel, and in order to defeat this algorithmic beast, we need you to please hit that like, share, and subscribe buttons. And because, of course, this channel, let alone this video, are not sponsored, if you love what we're doing and want to help keep me, my adorable Will Bubba Kitty, who's somewhere around here, hopefully being good kitties, and this operation, well, literally alive and kicking, so we can keep bringing you more anime and manga content, whether it be news, analysis, or live reactions like this one. Feel free to hit up our Cash App, PayPal, and Coffee. Links are in the description box below, as well as the link to our Patreon, where we are doing our anime live reaction content, because unlike YouTube, where we constantly have to worry about getting a copyright strike for showing anything on the screen, well, Patreon, we don't have to worry about that. So we can have our full setup of the anime and manga side by side and have the audio to boot, which is not only great for busting a botch localization or two, it's great for when we cover anime original content like, say, Dragon Ball Daima, which we covered in both the sub and the dub. And the more views and subscribers we get on Patreon, the more anime we'll cover. And hell, if you're a $10 patron, you get to choose the series we cover as well. And there is a stacked spring anime season in full swing, in which we're covering Witch Watch, Vigilante, Boku no Hero Academia Legals, and Fire Force Season 3. And there's even more on the way, so please check out our Patreon. The link is in the description box below. So last chapter, Nini took the hourglass and fucked with time. She did, and she saw the cost of it, and it was painful, and she was losing her sanity. And then Akane came in and saved her. So let's get into this chapter, see what's in store for us this month. And this chapter is titled Back in Time, and we got a beautiful color page. Dude, the color pages today have been really killing it. Here we go. Yashiro-san, are you all right? Akane-kun? What are you doing here? You should stop using that hourglass. It may seem like the key to solving every problem, but it's really just a piece of crap that baits humans with the promise of going back in time and tricks them into making pointless changes. Also, it can warp the present. That doesn't surprise me. Akane-kun, what should I have done? You were counting on me. You trusted me with your watch and the Yoshiro, but I couldn't do anything right. Ku-kun, Mitsuba-kun, Minamoto-senpai? I feel bad about that. I know it was the only choice, but you're not the only one of the clock keepers. It was, I know it was the only choice, but you're not one of the clock keepers. It was too much to ask. I'm sorry, but your efforts, Yashiro-san, weren't all for nothing. Okay. This is the first day of the school festival, right? In that case, here's what'll happen after school tomorrow. First, Minamoto Kohai and Sosuke Mitsuba will go to the Red House. That part will not change. Next, President Minamoto will realize that Minamoto Kohai is in trouble, and he and I will go to the Red House, but we'll find that you and Ayo-chan are already there. Me and Aoi? Yes, you're going to conspire together to manipulate us. Someone's watching from the entryway! Let's see. And chase us out of the Red House, using yourselves as decoys. And as a result, the one who makes it safely out of the house will no longer be you, it'll be me. Wait, what are you talking about? The future that you were about to live out. Oh my god, I came here from the future you created, and now we're going to fix this mess. Yes! So it wasn't for nothing! Because Nini was the one who sacrificed herself, and Akane was able to survive. And that actually, now that I'm thinking about it, that was the key this whole time, was to get Akane out of there alive, because he's a clock keeper. We'll go to the big clock and undo all of the changes. But Akane-kun, how can we change it back? I thought we had to know what the clock keepers changed, or we do know. You told me, Yashiro-san, when you saved me from the house. Akane-kun, I met grown-up Hanako-kun again, and now I'm sure the change Kappa-san made was on Hanako-kun's 4th birthday. It had to be. His 4th birthday, now that you mention it, what happened after that? After that, what about AOI? Okay, the 4th birthday, wasn't their 4th birthday, the twins' 4th birthday, when Tsukasa made that deal with the Red House? Has to be. I think that, if I remember correctly, that's what it was. She didn't make it out of the house. Okay, time to go to the past. It's all you, Yashiro-san. All me? Why? If we do manage to change the world back to the way it was, and the school festival disaster comes up again, we might end up having to repeat this whole cycle. I have to jump back to a different time so I could stop that from happening. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Your destination is the Red House on November 25th, 1959. Kako or Mirai should be there causing some kind of interference, and you'll have to stop them. Then we should be able to return to the present we came from. Me? Stop those two? Is that even possible? That's a great question, because she's remembering the trial. If I fail... Nervous? Yeah. I don't know if I can do it all on my own. I mean, I've tried so many times already. Knowing you, Yashiro-san, you'll do just fine. Huh? I wouldn't have said this before, but I was really underestimating you. I thought you were, lovesick and brainless, and you never learn from your mistakes. Dreamy, so cool, so fun, and every time, AOI, there. Aw, I always wondered why Ao-chan would pick someone like you as her best friend. But we've been through a lot now, and you are definitely lovesick and brainless, but I've learned that you're kind and you have the guts to be strong when it counts. That kindness is something I don't have. On Amane Yugi's 4th birthday, if anything is going to tamper with Honorable Number 7's past, I can't think of a better person for the job. Yeah, so I figured that was going to be the case, is it all comes down to when Tsukasa made the deal with the Red House. But can they, the real question is they got to be able to get rid of the Red House. The Red House is the problem. They have to realize that, right? That the main problem is the Red House itself. And I think I'm realizing this because of what we just saw in like the Elusive Samurai and Trojan X, is that you could kill the person causing a lot of shit, right? But unless you kill the whether it is the deity, the parasite, or in this case, it feels like a demon at this point. Unless you kill the source, there we go. Unless you kill the source, it's just gonna find another host. And that's what we saw, that's what we're seeing here in Toilet Bound Hanako-kun, because they're not destroying it at the source. And it's kind of weird that you would think the clock keepers would have realized, wait a minute, Tsukasa causes a lot of fuckery, yeah, but he's not like the full problem. Nah, there's something else going on. There's the demonic Red House happening here. We probably should get rid of that first. If that's gone, then we might we might be able to stop it. But at the same time, remember the Red House is also from what we've been theorizing, I think all of you guys have been theorizing it too, is the Red House is a gateway to the underworld. So they would have to find a replacement gate to the underworld, if that is the case. But anyways, Akane-kun is saying nice things about me. Weird. It's a pep talk. You do want to see him, don't you? Your dear number 7? Yes! Dude, we've been getting good shipping chapters today. Good. Then without further ado, here we go. Let's get started. Ooh, the big clock actually started moving. You can't use the big clock unless you charge it with the clock keeper's power. If you have my watch and the key, I thought the other clock keepers would be willing to help, even if I wasn't there personally, but I guess they're more stubborn than I thought. I'm sorry. Okay, counting down. What? Already? But I'm not ready yet. I have so many questions. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so this is what was supposed to happen. So here we go. Akane-kun, see you later in our old world, the world where we're all together again. Aw, the fist bump! Yeah, stay safe out there. I wish you the best of luck. This time, I will stop the clock keepers for sure. I'll change our old world back to the way it was. But as I said, you gotta wonder if she's gonna be able to tell them that, yeah, you know the real problem is the Red House, right? Ow, this is... Ah! There he is! Ah, he's so cute! But which one is it? Is it the Whittle Tsukasa? Or is it the Whittle Hanako? I really hope it is the Whittle AMANE and not the Whittle Tsukasa. I really hope so. I really hope so. But what do you guys think about this whole situation, especially with the Red House? You would think the time, like, that's the thing that's kind of baffling me, is that you would think the timekeepers would have looked at the source, which the parasitic source of the problem, which is the Red House. There's a deity, we don't know that, remember, we don't know the deity that's in that house. Until that deity is removed from that house and purified, it's not going to be stopped. And that's what we saw every time Nini, you know, attempted to go back in time or went back in time to try and fix it, is that it just kept, the Red House just kept doing its thing. But you would think the timekeepers would have realized this, right? Or were they just so focused on Tsukasa, they didn't think about, like, there was something else going on? They saw Nini's lifespan, mind you. They saw that shit, but they didn't see the Red House? I mean, the thing that, again, like, they were there to get rid of Tsukasa. Wow! You'd think they would have noticed that. But I can't wait to get to that. That's going to be very interesting. Because the key to stopping all this, and you would think that they would have realized it, the fucking idiots, would have realized that, oh, the key to stopping this is from Tsukasa making the deal with the Red House, for one thing. And that takes care of the Tsukasa problem. But the other problem is yeah, we got to kind of take care of the deity that is, or the devil, or whatever the fuck it is up inside that house. Until that is gone, we can't do shit. This is going to continue. I'm really, really hoping that is AMANE, and that is not the Whittle Tsukasa. But what do you guys think of this situation? I really like how Akane came back. I like how Akane came back. And I do like the limitations of the clockkeeper power, that, you know, that only the clockkeepers can actually use it. And obviously we saw the consequences of when a non-clockkeeper used it with in the case of Nini. But what do you guys think? Because we're here now. We're now in the past. Do you think, especially now that Nini's going to confront the timekeepers as well, do you think Nini's going to tell the timekeepers, like, there's something going on in that house and that is the source of the problem? That's got to be the case, because nothing's going to change until that's taken care of. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, what you guys think, and remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. Love what we're doing and want to help keep this operation alive and kicking so we can keep bringing you more Hanako content. A few ways you could do that. Donate to our Cash App, PayPal, Patreon, Coffee, purchase something off our Amazon wish list. All that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow us on Twitter, Twitch, Discord, friend us on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. Until next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later. Bye!